Well, yeah. I mean, if you watch like wolves attack like a deer or something on like a video, they always go for like the neck and the intestines and things like that.
And the anus, because they always go for the anus. They eat the butt a lot.
Tim, you need to stop this.
I'm just saying.
I think you have an infatuation with animal anuses. I don't get it.
Well, if you were an animal and you were hungry, wouldn't you go for the softest spot?
Technically, we're all animals.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
They had that way down at the bottom of the sheet.
They can't read anyway.
So we're gonna get this bad boy started.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's.
Oh shit! Welcome to the show. It's SKIDS Podcast. I am Shane Kopke. I'm here with Kevin McNichols and Tim Gage.
Yo.
We did it the other way this time.
I had to toss it.
Way to switch it up, Shane.
Toss it out there a little
Holy shit,
different.
You threw the whole fucking vibe off.
You know what?
Everything has changed.
You know what? Hit pause real quick. Let's start this over.
We've got to.
I gotta correct that.
That is just terrible.
Nah, I'm just. You don't have to start it over.
A terrible.
We're gonna start over.
We're not starting it over. I don't give a shit, you fuck. Why would you do that?
Why not? This is
Being
a question.
difficult, Shane.
Okay, I am going to ask you to pull something up. Don't worry, Kevin. Look, I just recently thought of this 3 days ago.
You son of a bitch.
The Kansas City Chiefs fans that froze to death.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
You didn't hear about this? They were over at
Yeah, I heard about that.
They were over
Fucking wild,
partying
dude.
at some dude's house, and then apparently they just went to the backyard and they're all just dead now.
Dude answers the door kind of hungover, too, and like in his boxers, and he didn't know anything was going on.
Well, now all these conspiracy theories are popping out. Like he drugged him and dragged him out there, or he laced the drugs with fentanyl. And
the
it's
last I heard is they're not pressing charges yet, pending an investigation.
yeah. Well, and the other weird thing is too. It's like
Well, that's weird.
apparently he's a renter of the place, but now is actually like moving out, but was like moving out before they found them dead. Like it's just there's a lot of weird things. I don't know that there's a conspiracy here, but there technically wouldn't be because if it's just one guy, it's not a conspiracy.
Could have been one of those challenge things, like who can last out long. Like they're all drunk. It's like I could last like 4 fucking days.
Oh yeah, and that and when you get drunk, that's an easy one to do.
So you want me to look for a video or like an article?
I find an article just
Tossing
so
out
we
more
can find
beers
just
to 'em and shit
maybe
like that.
like the highlights of
Pussies.
it.
I could have done 5 days.
I hope you hang outside for 5 days. You should have done that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I could have done it.
No, you couldn't have. But I would have loved for you to try.
Okay.
As I find you all frozen like Jack Nicholson and fucking, that movie.
Shining.
Yeah, that's the one.
I got some on.
So apparently,
We didn't-
somebody
See,
named
he came
Jordan-
through. He
Yeah.
came through.
Wildly enough,
somebody
I was gonna say,
named
we didn't prep and he got it.
he's a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Jordan Willis was handcuffed and questioned just moments after 3 of his friends were found frozen to death in his backyard.
What a way to go! You know how they found out is one of the wives was calling.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and he kept just not answering anybody. Like
So-
text and everything. Just wouldn't answer anybody.
So it was on January 9th when the girlfriend of one of the dead men finally found their bodies. Within minutes, several police cars and an ambulance swarmed the scene, and Brady filmed
Did
Willis.
they swarm?
I doubt there's
They do
much
swarm.
swarming.
They do
Did they go,
swarm.
meow, 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 meow.
Brushing
More
them
like
away
a-
from their
more like a
face. Get out of
buzz.
here.
Ah, fuck. Cops.
Everywhere. We've hit a cop hive. I was just mowing
My
my
God,
lawn.
pigs do fly.
Look, the only way to get rid of him, kill the queen.
So it says Brady filmed Willis, the HIV scientist who hosted the party. He was an HIV scientist.
Is there such a thing?
Standing on his front stoop and being questioned while in cuffs.
What the fuck?
And it looks like
And the thing is, that this happened recently enough that they're not going to have toxicology reports or anything yet, because those usually take 2 weeks to come back, which I don't understand since they seem to come back with any other drug test like the next day.
well, yeah, because it says they discovered him. It was 2 days after this guy hosted the watch
Yeah, and he never
party.
walked back to his backyard. I mean, I don't go in my backyard.
I haven't been out there in probably 3
Look,
months.
so I get it. There's probably dead people in my backyard.
Yeah, your yard, actually, I could believe it.
Yeah, the grass is so tall.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd find him until I mow it.
There's a fucking family of coyotes out there somewhere.
Dude,
Sure.
I know there's coyotes there because I had one night where I was sitting on the couch and then I hear yip, 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 right outside my door.
Oh, that's wild. Dude.
And I'm like,
that'd be
well,
so cool.
I want to go outside, but I don't want to get eaten.
Come here, boy.
Yeah,
Come
I
here.
would love to have a
All
coyote.
of these guys, all
There's a
three,
video of a guy who has pet coyotes.
Yeah.
so all three of these guys were in their mid to late 30s, and
Well, they were on their way out.
yeah, right, any day now.
Yeah,
And
on borrowed time is what I say.
but
Oh, is that a
fact
picture of
is-
him right there?
I would assume that
Yep,
since it's
there's
three
the-
fucking
yeah.
circles.
Well, I
didn't-
circles
he
around him.
scrolled right by it, so I couldn't tell. How do you like that? Well, you look like charming fellas. That's what a shame.
I mean, I feel bad for the Kansas City Chiefs. They've lost 3 fans.
So listen to this.
They're only three
The guy,
well,
this
no.
guy who hosted
We got more 'cause of
the
Taylor.
party, Willis. His lawyer says the man was asleep on the couch for 2 days while his friends, loved ones, frantically tried to contact him.
It's weird that he
He
says he
didn't
was.
die.
Why
that's what it
was he
was.
asleep
They were
for
all
2
drugged.
days on his couch?
They were all
And
drugged.
that is the possibility. Maybe they got cocaine that was laced with fentanyl. Like that's happened numerous times.
That's true.
You know that
That's
happened
true.
to those comedians. Where
Yeah.
what was it? 3 of them died and 1 survived.
Well, that's probably the case.
exactly
here.
the same thing
Yeah,
here.
I'm betting that's what happened.
Now, I don't know if it's the exact same thing, but it looks
I wouldn't
similar.
be surprised
Yeah,
if
they're-
that was the
If
situation.
we found out that later on they go, oh yeah, these guys all had fentanyl in their
and
system.
we test him, and he's
I'd
like,
be
yeah,
like,
he did too.
All right.
So
well,
it
that makes
says
sense.
Willis who was in his underwear and holding a wine glass when cops arrived, was later uncuffed and driven away in a police car. And
He's
this-
like, are you guys hear about the dead bodies?
Which one of you guys is next? I already had him. I had him. You hear me? I already had him.
So yeah, he says that the guy claims he was asleep on his couch wearing noise-canceling headphones, unaware of the calls and messages, trying to find his missing pals.
He's sitting there
For
going
2 days,
crying and going la 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 la.
I didn't kill my friends.
It didn't happen because I didn't hear it.
And it says
Look,
were,
they don't have loved ones if I don't hear it.
Oh my god.
So one of the guys was found sitting in a lawn chair on the back porch.
Yeah, it's drugs. Dude.
And
I
the
just
other
don't
two
see
were
any other
laying
way.
down.
Because if you're getting hypothermia, you're knocking on that door.
Yeah, you're not sitting on a
Yeah.
fucking chair, nodding. You're fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
Half
fucking
naked.
sense.
and
Up
the thing is, it's hard to say alcohol because do you think all 3 of them got blackout drunk and passed out
yeah,
there?
no.
That's crazy. That doesn't seem very late. But the fentanyl thing, if that's the case, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've passed out in some pretty odd situations drunk.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I've done
asleep
it too,
for
but
2 full
in the
days.
snow?
Well, that's the thing is,
No,
On
not
his ca- no,
not
not
him.
them, yeah, but
the
him,
guys
yeah.
in the
Right,
backyard.
yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't see it with that cold, like for it to be alcohol, related.
unless
Yeah.
it got really hot. It got hot in the house. Oh god, it's so hot out
Well,
there.
and they're still doing
I don't know, man.
toxicology
The
tests. So
to-
they haven't
I think
got those yet.
toxicology will
Yeah.
solve this
But
entirely.
And there's people in these comments here. They're all saying like fentanyl. Probably.
that's what I'm
you know.
thinking. I don't necessarily think that they meant to do fentanyl.
Maybe they didn't. Yeah, like
my,
you said, it
my
was
guess
like
is like,
cocaine
hey,
laced in
let's do a
fentanyl.
couple bumps and then fucking
Yeah.
shit,
Uh-huh.
everyone's passed out now, and then the other guy passed out and happened to live because first off, he had a better chance because he's in a warm area.
Yeah,
And the rest
in
of
his
them
house.
are not.
Yeah, exactly. The other 3 froze.
I remember hearing one theory like, well, maybe they went outside to do like some cocaine, and it's like, dude, he's a renter. What does he care?
Yeah.
Go and do it in the bathroom, guys. It's fine.
Well, and right here, another guy says if this was
It's not my house.
if this was a deliberate murder, he wouldn't leave the bodies in his backyard. I've got
Well,
great noise canceling headphones.
that-
No way the
that's-
batteries will last 2 days.
That's
Obviously,
where
this is very
I was
strange.
gonna say that's where it gets weird.
Yeah.
Like on his end, it's like, dude, seriously, you fell asleep for 2 days. Now I've had a hangover for 2 days before.
Yeah, and been laying on the
Right.
couch.
It was
feeling like crap.
I was like 19. I took 1 Vicodin and drank a 12-pack. That was a mistake.
Yeah, that's a trick right
dude.
there, man.
I seriously slept for 2 days. I only got up to puke, and I got up probably 15 times in that time.
Well, there you
frame.
go. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And it was terrible.
But you
I was
were-
like, well, that's
yeah.
never happening
But
again.
you didn't have this unbroken 2-day sleeping period.
No,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
You still got up and were aware.
But
of
I mean,
things.
to his side though, maybe he wasn't asleep for 2 days. Maybe he did get up. He's like, I got to piss, and then back to bed.
Right.
Never even checked his phone and shit like that. That
just
happened.
assumed his friends
Could
just
be
went
that
home,
his phone was
you know?
dead too. He didn't charge it.
His friends were dead.
Well, there you go.
They were.
So his phone was
It's
dead.
a fucking.
I'm saying.
It is a very fucking
3
weird
individuals
He
situation.
left his
Four.
phone outside and it froze to death too.
That's what happened. That's
Yeah.
what I would say.
It is a weird situation, and until the toxicology report comes back, we're not going to really know.
Yeah, no, I really think toxicology is gonna pinpoint. You know, I mean,
What if it's
yeah.
so fucking weird that it comes back clean?
that would be
That
so-
would be
Wouldn't that be a
fucking
fucking
bizarre.
trip?
Remember the
That
guy
would be
that
bizarre.
ate the guy's face in Florida?
Yeah.
And they were like,
bath
dude,
salts.
he's on bath salts. Nope.
Marijuana.
bath salts?
Never had bath salts.
No?
He had
I thought-
nothing in his system except a little bit of weed.
Yep.
Really?
That's it.
Holy
But
fuck!
this
I didn't hear that part.
huge narrative about bath salts
Yeah.
after that went fucking.
Oh, it was
nuts.
Well, it's
everywhere.
because bath
Everywhere.
salts were the big bad thing at the time.
Yeah, everyone was
What
like,
better
"Oh
way to make it
no!"
worse?
And then
We're
they're
gonna
like,
have a zombie
well, clearly,
apocalypse 'cause of bath
if this
salts.
guy's eating someone's face, he's on bath salts. And all the time I was hoping, fuck, please let this be the zombie apocalypse. Please.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I want this dude, homeless dude with his face eaten off to just get up and go brains and start fucking attacking
that's
people.
the thing. When I first heard about the face
And I was like,
eating,
what
I was
better-
like, zombies.
What better place for it to start than Florida?
Of course,
Well,
it
and
would
then
be
there's-
Florida.
I mean, there have been records of
Has to
people
be.
actually getting bit and dying from a human bite from infection and all.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
think that's
sure.
extremely rare.
Yeah.
You're more likely to die from a Komodo dragon.
Yeah, which
Well, that's
for
yeah,
sure.
Of course, on that. Yeah, I mean, they got filth in their mouth.
Well,
It's not filth.
it's
The same with-
they're actually
Same with cats.
no. They actually
They have toxins.
they've narrowed it down. They actually envenomate things.
Yeah.
Oh, is
It's
that
a
right?
venom. The theory used to be that they had a bacteria in their
Yeah,
mouth
that's
that would
what I
kill
heard.
and give you like the botulism poisoning and shit. That's not it at all. They
So they
actually
got rot breath, huh?
they actually envenomate their prey, and that's why they get all paralyzed. That's why you'll see videos on like fucking on reels and shit where this Komodo dragon's walking up and everyone's like, why are they just letting them eat that baby whatever? It'll be like a baby fucking goat or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, because that goat's already dead. It's
Yeah.
been bit once.
Yeah, that thing's
It's
huge
done.
too.
And-
Those-
and the-
they're fucking giant, those
Dude,
goddamn
and they'll
Komodo
eat
dragons.
things in like one fucking bite.
Yeah.
It's
Swallow
insane.
it down whole and just gulp.
They look cool as shit. But
they are.
They're like mini Godzillas.
But they're dangerous as fuck.
Yeah, they bite you one, and the thing is, they live in one place on Earth, and
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
And people decide to inhabit the place. That's
Yeah.
what I don't understand
Yeah.
either. It's like, this seems habitable. Let's set up camp here.
People did the same thing with Australia.
That's
and
what I'm
Australia's
saying.
got
Yeah.
another-
There's some really
Everything
dumb.
in Australia is trying to kill
Who
you.
was
Where-
that comedian
where is
that
the
said
Komodo
that?
Dragons
Was that?
at?
Was that?
It's an island.
Komodo Island, isn't it?
Is that the name
what
of
it's
it?
called? Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know what I just knew it was an island that was not big.
Isn't that the address as well?
Is that the address to it?
No,
Yeah,
address.
it
It's
is.
address.
It's
Oh,
co- it's-
Komodo?
So
Yeah.
it's Komodo Island, and it's
think
in
that's kimono.
and it's in Indonesia, and it's actually a national park.
Well, yeah, because it's got Komodo dragons on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So yeah, it's in Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Like if you could get one of those things and it not be venomous, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, for sure. But
Well,
I
I'm
think
sure
it's-
there's a way to venom it.
I mean, probably not.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, they can
you could-
de-skunk
I don't think
skunks.
it's
You
like
could
a snake.
probably do it, but it
no,
would be
I don't,
tough.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a snake where they have like venom sacs. It's like I think this is something.
Kevin,
that's
you just
probably
found
in
out they
there.
envenomate. How do you?
Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
did
but I'm saying if
just
they're-
find that out just now
but-
for me.
Right, but I'm saying though that I don't think they're like snakes where they would have like the venom sacs like a snake would have.
Tim, you know what's funny about
out of
this?
the-
I
the-
don't. What is that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Jesus.
Are you fucking getting on like?
I got a vibration. I wanted to see what it was. It was
Oh,
just a message.
look! This hot chick from OnlyFans likes me.
Hot singles in my area want to meet me. It's unbelievable.
It's the,
I'm desirable.
Yeah, look at it. So
Tim,
Komodo dragon-
You just got swiped right by an ad.
hey, a Komodo dragon can literally take down a buffalo with one bite.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And the weirdest part is though that for the longest time, the scientists literally thought that there was just bacteria in their mouth that would kill.
Well,
That's
because no
what
one
I
wanted to
remember
get
when
close
that
enough
was-
to the
that was
goddamn
what they
thing. Look
thought.
at that fucking monster.
Dude, they do. They look like mini Godzillas.
They do.
They're cool as shit, though. Really. I mean, it's like a snake with legs.
And they're just
Yep, right here. Far
just
from
shoot-
harboring toxic bacteria in the mouth, it is long believed Komodo dragons produce venom from complex venom glands in their lower jaws, according to a team.
So you can remove the gland.
I guess so.
Maybe.
Boom.
But it's in their lower jaws rather than their
so you
upper
can't.
jaws.
Ha!
Okay.
Fucking got you.
It's in their anus, and you can't get in there.
So this stuff.
Tim, you're like, I've been trying.
Exit only.
So they can literally take down they can kill a full-grown human with a bite.
Well, yeah, if they can kill a buffalo, I'd assume
Yeah.
they could kill something 1/10 of the size of a buffalo.
That's good math right there, Shane. That's good math because buffaloes are like what 2,000, 3,000
Yeah.
pounds?
Fucking, they're
Yeah.
huge.
That's good math.
Well, the average American's about 300, so that's about one buffalo.
Man. That's why they call it where the buffaloes roam.
I mean, it used to be. Actually, did we ever have buffalo, or was it all bison? I think it was all bison in the U.S.
We have buffalo.
I don't think so.
That was from Wyoming. We have buffalo.
I think, no, those are bison. I don't think we ever had buffalo in the U.S.
What's the difference?
They look very similar.
It's like the,
I
like
couldn't
a crow
tell
and a
you.
raven. I never knew the difference.
Yeah,
between
those do have difference, but they look very similar too.
right.
So I
you
think
know
it's
what?
the same thing. It's like a buffalo is a different thing than a fucking bison, but they look almost identical.
And so what's interesting about it too, it says
And
here,
I'm making this up.
it
Tim.
says here that the Komodo dragon's bite itself is actually relatively weak, but it's the actual.
Well, they don't
power
need to
of it.
bite hard.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not trying to rip flesh. They eat things whole.
No. And then what they end up doing is after they're down, they tear them apart with the teeth and claws.
I would assume a Komodo dragon is an obligate carnivore, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
Because
Fuck
they
up,
eat
nerd.
that
Listen
means
to
that
you.
they eat every bit of whatever they fucking take.
Yeah.
Cats are obligate carnivores too. Stupid.
And dogs?
No.
No.
Dogs are not even technically 100%
My dog's
carnivore.
eaten a whole squirrel before.
So
Yeah,
that
but
doesn't
that-
mean they're
that's-
obligate
but
carnivores.
that's different.
They
That's also
usually,
a
if they
smaller
take down a
creature.
big animal, they don't eat the whole thing.
Right.
Oh,
They'll go
that's
for
what
like the
that- okay.
guts and the
Like cats-
nutrient-rich
cats
areas.
will do
The
that.
anus. They go for the anus a lot.
Yeah, they go for nutrient-rich areas.
Yeah.
Like the intestines.
Dogs
and things
especially
like
yeah,
that.
will
like
go
the
for
anus because they're all about
dogs
eating
will
ass.
especially go for the liver.
Yeah.
The alpha, if the alpha doesn't get the liver, there's hell to pay in that fucking pack.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you watch like wolves attack like a deer or something on like a video, they always go for like the neck and the intestines and things
And
like
the
that.
anus because they always go for the anus. They eat the butt a lot.
Tim, you need to stop this.
I'm just saying.
I think you have an infatuation with animal anuses. I don't get it.
Well, if you were an animal and you were hungry, wouldn't you go for the softest spot?
Technically, we're all animals.
Well, there you go. So you've
And
never
no.
you've never eaten ass, huh?
That's not my thing.
Oh, all right. Speaking of eating ass,
Okay, let's get into this.
do you want to get into that one?
Go for it.
Did you guys watch the movie or not?
No.
What movie?
Can we reference it?
Oh,
or
You can
no?
reference it. Talk about the
Oh,
movie.
that
You guys
one?
watched
Fuck.
Saltburn, so it's Saltburn. Oh my!
I don't want to
fucking
after
God.
what you told
No,
me
I
about it.
continued it afterwards, and I don't want to say it got worse, but there was another scene that was pretty fucked up as well.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, you guys get these visceral reactions to shit like that. I don't.
Well, again, I have it burned into my fucking.
No, I
So,
know, but,
Tim,
but
why don't you tell
I've seen
viewers-
fucked up movies and fucked up
Well,
things.
the only thing about me talking about it is a spoiler. If I went through the in detail.
Trust me, I think you're going to help.
We have 3
It's-
listeners.
All right. Well,
it's going to be a favor for them so they won't have to watch the fucking
so this
thing.
dude wants.
If you're a listener that cares about Saltburn, turn it off
this
for a
dude's
second.
crushing on another dude at Oxford, right? And this other dude's like a rich motherfucker. Like they own a fucking castle called Saltburn. You should come stay with my family because this guy's apparently poor and disheveled and all that. So the whole time the dude's just creeping around this giant fucking castle, spying on the family secretly, doing weird shit. So he sees this handsome. This guy it's the guy who played Elvis in the new Priscilla movie.
Yeah, I don't care about Elvis at all.
He's taking a bath.
Did they put in the Elvis movie the part where he's fucking a 14-year-old?
Well, that hasn't come out yet.
Oh.
The Priscilla movie comes out.
I think we all know that
he was also
fucked a
he was
14-year-old.
also the
That was Priscilla, wasn't
yes.
it?
he was the jock in Euphoria. If
I
you guys
haven't seen
remember.
that
I didn't
either.
see that one either.
Euphoria didn't resonate with me.
Dude
It's
is
not something I
incredibly
wanna-
handsome. He's
Okay.
So
I get it. You're in love with this guy.
it's this big brass bathtub, right? And he's sitting. The nerdy dude's in the other room and hears the guy starting to moan. So he peeks in through the fucking door and spies on this guy jacking off in the bathtub, and it's a scene, But then
It's
the guy,
a scene.
the guy gets up, dries off,
Sounds like
and
a
starts
scene.
to leave, and the bathtub's draining. And as it's draining, it's down to the very bottom of it. Creepy dude goes in and starts just, at first just rubbing his nose in the puddle, and then starts rubbing his lips in the puddle, and then he starts licking the puddle, and then he works his way to the fucking drain and has his face in the drain literally sopping it up, just slurping up fucking. Now, the cum is one thing, but think of all the other materials that are in that fucking water. That's dirty bath water. That's body hair. That's skin flakes.
Remember,
that's fucking shit for all we know.
Remember, people were buying Belle Delphine's fucking bath water.
Yeah,
that's
they
something.
were.
That,
Yeah.
no, but this right here, that's what made me retch so much is the fact that, that's one, there's semen there, but all the other bodily fluids and items come from a human body that this guy's sitting there passionately sopping up in a fucking,
people are weird.
Dude, when you were I read that in the text message that you sent. Like, I started.
Kevin
gagging.
came immediately.
Oh my god, it was so fucking bad.
Kevin couldn't hold it in anymore and had to shoot a load. He was shooting webs all over his house. He was the new Spider-Man.
No, I was walking my dog.
In all honesty, though, it really
Not after you saw that.
the movie wasn't so bad. It was actually kind of a good movie. I could see why it got the awards that it did.
So that's the thing that I have with movies. Like one or two fucked up scenes don't do anything to me.
No.
Generally speaking, right? Now I've seen movies that were just fucked up the whole way. Like I love Doom Generation. The ending scene of that is fucked up.
That was a fucked up movie.
And that I think is worse because I'd rather not have that happen to me.
I haven't seen
I
Doom
know you
Generation,
haven't. That's
but we
why
talked
I'm
about
not
it
going to
in the show.
reference. We still have never told you the ending
All
of
right,
it.
so don't do that because I'll eventually
It's a
watch
fucking
it. I'm sure, but
great movie.
There's
it's
another
probably shit.
carrying
when
on
did we
about-
watch it? 16 probably.
Yeah, I saw it a
you
long
know,
time
You know what
ago.
I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
about Saltburn.
Probably not
Because
good.
people used to talk about it back then. Like,
Yeah.
dude, have you seen that movie, bro?
I saw it at my friend Andre's place. We used to party all the time. He had a dad that was a trucker, so he'd be gone 2 to 3 weeks at a time. Well, Andre's house became the party house in high school. Between
sense.
me and like a small group of friends,
Yeah.
right? We'd have like 8 to 15 of us there every fucking Friday through Sunday, and yeah, it was fucking wild.
Oh yeah, hey, Dad's gone.
And then so Andre ends up going, "Hey, have you guys seen this movie?" We're like, "No." And there's like 4 or 5 of us there that night. We're like getting wasted and fucking watching this, and I just remember the ending scene and being like, "What the fuck?" I'm like everything was bad enough already. Like this, why? And to me, the only time I really get the visceral reactions is when I see ankles breaking.
Oh, because you've had it
broken
happen?
bones.
No,
the broken bone thing never bothered me.
Broken bones don't bother me. It's the ankles specifically because of skateboarding. Anytime I rolled my ankles, I always worried about breaking them. So that's been etched into my brain.
Okay, I get that.
So anytime I see, like I've seen, like real life people cutting fingers off. Eh,
What?
I've watched cartel videos.
Yeah. Cartel videos.
So you haven't actually seen a finger cut off in real life?
No, well, yes, but no.
What?
Not like right in
So
front
Like
of
your
you,
own, or
but-
just some
No.
dude's like, "Hey, watch this," and chopped his
I do
fucking
remember
finger off?
there was a guy at the skate park that had his finger bust the bone straight through it.
Yeah, well, that's one thing, but
But no, I've seen some interest. I mean, the videos I've seen are fucked up. The worst thing I think I saw was the aftermath of a drive-by shooting in Portland.
oh yeah.
Yeah, me and my friend Peter were like, "What the fuck is this bullshit? Waiting in fucking traffic and shit. Get up, there's cops everywhere. There's a dude dead on the fucking street."
So you're the very reason why there's traffic. You and everybody else. I fucking hate that.
I was like, "This motherfucker over here. Ooh, I gotta stop bullets with my head."
Well, it's the fact that everyone has to rubberneck at those things, and that's the whole reason why.
And you think that was me? We sat in it for 35 minutes before we even got there.
When you got there, you took your time and looked at the scene.
No,
didn't
we
you?
drove off.
Oh, okay, sure.
But we saw what was over there.
Yeah.
There's a dude laying dead on his back, and he had a white towel over his head that all you could see was the corners of it white.
Oh wow, he's fucking. fucked
Oh, he
up.
got fucking hit in the face a bunch.
Damn.
No, I don't mind. Like I frequent websites that show a lot of brutal shit, like
Yeah.
Chaotic and all. I mean, not to advertise them, but really, like Live Leak had a whole bunch too. But
Live Leak used to be
No.
a place to go to actually see that. Now they
Yeah.
censor everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't get much of a reaction from. I find myself cringing at certain things.
I do from the sound.
Yeah.
The
The
sound
sounds
is
is the
always
worst
the worst.
part.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like I've seen enough beheading video. I mean, they're
hey,
fucked up.
there's-
but the sounds that
Yeah,
come with it.
there's that one that you and I have both seen. We've talked about it, the cartel video where they
Chainsaw?
they cut the dude's head
Yeah.
off, and you can hear him trying to breathe
for
and,
like a minute and a half.
and headless. So and the sound's coming
still
out
got
of
it-
his
he still had a
esophagus,
spine.
You know,
He was
yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah,
He was doing
but
fine.
it's like that
Yeah.
sound was fucking awful.
No,
No, his uncle got it way better. He got a chainsaw, and that took his head off in a second.
the agonal breathing, is that what they call it?
They call it death snores.
Yeah, that.
Or
yeah.
the death
Actually,
rattle.
that's probably the worst one that I saw was a Taliban video. They took, I don't know what they did because there's propaganda regardless of which side you're on. So each time somebody new posts the video, oh, these were all rapists. And the next one is like, the Taliban just executes people because they like executing people.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's like, you don't know what the story
The
is.
headline's
behind it.
always different, but the video
But
was still
they
pretty
had
shocking.
like 20 guys lined up and just fucking AKs all the way through.
Oh,
and
wow.
I mean, the death snores were apparent.
Yeah.
Like, you could hear 3 or 4
I
guys. just
saw
going,
one of those where the dude pretended to get shot.
oh yeah,
And that was clever. Like, he went down, and as they went to check, one
Yeah,
of
he
the-
took the AK.
Yeah, pulled him up. He's like, "You're not fucking dead," and popped him. But
Oh.
they were behind all these guys and laid him out, and one guy just fell over.
Yeah.
but didn't get hit, so he was trying to play
Trying
dead.
to play dead, yeah.
Well, I watched one where
Which honestly, that's a smart move, but it just didn't work. that
Yeah,
time.
it's not like they're not going to check the bodies afterwards.
I watched
That's
one,
what
and I don't
happened.
know if this guy survived or not, but the way the video cuts off, it looks like he probably got away. But you never know how many people they had out there with them. It was, was it just the camera guy and the guy that was doing the execution, or
Oh,
was
is it
it
like a
30
cartel thing,
people?
or-
No, this was in Afghanistan or something like that.
Those ones are
but
always really good.
getting the guy ready, about to shoot him in the head. The guy had already gotten out of his fucking binding. And right as the guy goes to put the gun to the back of his head, he turns, knocks the guy down, throws him down the ravine or whatever the fuck it is, like fires at him, and then turns and starts firing at the camera guy.
No fucking way,
Yeah.
dude. That'd be cool as fuck
And
to see.
so, but I don't know if, like, that's the thing. There's no conclusion to it. Who knows if he survived,
Right.
or if there's 10 more guys up there,
Right.
and they just fucking unloaded
Well,
on him.
I mean, in that point, do you let him go? Like, all right.
You're like, man,
Well done. Well done,
So, hey,
sir.
You're
You're supposed to live.
Since we're talking about murder and death and all that,
Good stuff.
that's all we've done this whole.
Oh,
so,
and,
yeah,
and
so,
semen slurping.
yeah. So I wanted to talk about something that just in
So
the
did you
news.
like the movie?
I did.
Okay,
So I wanted
Tim
to-
liked the movie.
Well, there you go.
I highly recommend
So,
it.
hey,
Just there's
so,
some scenes that are very uncomfortable.
How many drains do you give it?
Do I clean it? No, really. The
Tim's
foreshadowing.
all, I give it 4 slurps.
The foreshadowing of it's fantastic because you don't catch the foreshadowing the whole time until
Yeah.
after the fact. You're like, holy shit.
You're like, oh, those 5 scenes that seemed weird are
Yeah.
now fucking.
Yeah, I love it when movies do that.
Yeah,
So I
I
really
do
like
too.
that as well. So.
Especially when they line up perfectly versus the ones where it's almost like they're retconning their own fucking movie.
Yeah.
I've seen those too,
When
where
they
you're like,
stick out
wait a
like a
minute, that's
sore
not what
thumb.
happened earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you're showing a completely different scene.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
they
tried
try to.
that
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
So-
no, this one's very good. I can see why I got the awards.
So
Carry
anyway,
on.
so this is in the news right now because this guy named Justin Mohn, he's 32-year-old, living in Pennsylvania. He cut his father's head off, and
As one does.
yeah,
God
and-
damn it! I was gonna say the same
and-
fucking
and-
thing.
and showed it on a YouTube video. On the YouTube, it took YouTube
As one does.
It took YouTube 6 hours to take the video off.
Oh,
So
shit.
now you have to go to one of those gore websites to find it. So
Oh
he shows
man, YouTube
so-
way.
So he shows his father's head, and then he proceeds to go for 14 minutes and talk about how because his father worked for the federal government and that everybody needs to rise up and kill all the workers, everybody who works for the federal government, and that he needs to. We need to kill Joe
I'm listening.
Biden and all
Wait,
these
not
other
there.
things.
Wait,
oh yeah, no,
wait,
no, no,
I-
sorry.
edit that out.
He goes. No,
I said it at the wrong time.
Yeah, he goes into this whole diatribe about how all the patriots have to rise up, and he's going to be acting president. And there's $1 million bounty on on Joe Biden's head and all these other people's heads, and he's just a total nut bar going off, and like I said, for 14 minutes just.
Did he off
ranting.
himself after that or what?
No,
Is there-
no. The federal, I guess the feds fucking raided his house and shit,
And they put him right into the
and-
White House. He's now our fucking president.
yeah. But
Come on.
oh yeah, he
Come on,
also.
It's no joke.
Hey, get corn pop in
I
here.
mean, he was basically
He's a bad dude.
also talking about how he was like, pretty much going to be the leader of this new regime and all this, and
this
just
sounds like a friend
total
we'd have.
fucking yeah. Kind of.
Well, there was that dude that tried blowing up Bjork. That one that was pretty unique. That video of him.
Yeah, but the other guy offed himself in the video.
Yeah,
he did like a 14-minute long video and
Yeah.
then offed himself.
And they caught. Well, she was supposed to open the package the very time he popped himself. He had timed it that way.
Yeah.
But fortunately,
they found it.
Yeah, it was intercepted before it got to her.
Yeah, I think it was intercepted within the whatever the mail system is over in Europe.
So this is
or
what
wherever
he.
in
So this is what he
Europe
said.
they
He shows the head of his father. He says, "This is the head of
Kevin, you missed a letter on the highlighting.
whatever."
You missed a letter.
That's fine.
Kevin, there's one letter.
Shut up! I'm
Can
going to
you get
read
the-
it.
I can't tell from here.
It's hard to tell, Kevin,
God, you
if
two
you
are
don't fucking highlight all of it.
Ridiculous. So
He actually does it.
so you shut up. So it says this is the head of Mike Mohn, a federal employee of over 20 years, and my father.
Did
he
you get
is
the
now in
period?
hell for all eternity as a traitor to this country.
Jesus.
Huh.
That's his dad, man.
Yeah.
What kind of piece of shit does that? Poor kid.
This
Well,
guy.
you can name him. It's already
Justin
in there.
Mohn.
Well,
Justin Mohn.
Justin Mohn
well
of
that's tragic.
Pennsylvania.
That's
and,
a scary fucking thought. But again,
Yeah.
the dad probably was a piece of shit too, just to speculate.
We
I
don't
know.
even know.
Well, we also don't know. Maybe this guy's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I heard a story about that too. A guy burning down a building with a whole bunch of people inside it because he could hear the little girl's voice inside telling him that she's being raped. He was
Yeah,
a
I remember hearing
That's
that.
schizo,
Yeah,
man.
he was schizo. He said he heard her voice in his head, and he said, "Well, I'll come in there and rescue you." And she said, "No, don't. They'll hurt you, and they'll hurt me more. Just burn the place down." And so he's like, "Okay,"
Fuck.
and burnt the place down and killed
Yeah, I
kids. and
remember
everything. It
hearing
was
about that.
Crazy, dude.
Well, I had a friend that offed himself, which is odd, right?
I don't believe it.
But no, he was schizophrenic. He left a note saying the government's coming to get me and all this shit and fucking.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you're 15 or 14 when he did this.
That's tragic.
Like
dude.
the government doesn't care about you.
Dude, well, no, but the weird that it's just weird that he had this in his head at 14
Crazy.
because we played hockey together. You know, I think I was maybe a year older than him, so I was probably 15 when he did it. But it was just fucking wild.
It makes
to
you wonder
hear about it.
where he got that in his head from. Because I mean, back
Schizophrenia.
then- no, I know that, but I'm saying back then though.
Didn't I start with he's
I understand
well,
he's
you
schizophrenic.
still have to have.
But
some
what I'm
sort
saying,
of
I mean, the
premise for it to
influence of it. I'm
No,
saying,
not
because-
necessarily.
Because back then,
A lot
the
of
internet wasn't as developed as it is today, and
Yeah, but
you know,
a lot of schizophrenics do this.
I get
The
that.
guy from A Beautiful Mind had that
Yeah.
too. I have a CIA contact.
Well, yeah, but you
Right.
got to know what the CIA is first.
Yeah, maybe you don't. Maybe they're interdimensional and they're not schizophrenic.
Well, there you go.
Remember the movie Cloak and Dagger? Same thing.
Oh, I see. No, what he was getting was he was seeing the parallel version of himself and thinking it was him
Was
because
that
the
the one with
parallel
Matthew
version of
Broderick?
himself was being chased
I
by
don't
the fucking
think Matthew
FBI.
Broderick was in that.
Cloak and Dagger.
I don't think so.
Was that about the video game?
No, that's War Games.
Yeah, Cloak and Dagger was about
Matt-
the video
yeah.
game.
Yeah, it had a video game.
Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick.
And what was the other? It
was also in War
Cloak
Games.
and Dagger's the one that had all the fucking what was it? What are those darts? The fucking tranquilizer darts in it.
Okay.
I think that's what all the guns were essentially in that. And then there was one where I can't remember because remember there was like this line of spy movies from the 80s.
Right.
That it was like a 2-year period where all these like B versions of spy movies, and I remember one of them being like paintballs in the whole thing. Like the guy finally catches someone at the end, and instead of shooting him with a real gun, he shoots him with what looks like a real gun, and then a paintball splatters on him. So the guy's like, "Oh, I'm not dead." It was just weird.
That was City Slickers.
Was that City Slickers?
Yeah, the
'Cause
second
that's,
one.
That's not the one I'm talking
Because
about.
John Lovitz act like he died because he thought he died.
Yeah, that's not the movie I'm talking about.
City
I've
Slickers.
never seen City Slickers.
City
Slickers
Slickers is a good
2.
movie.
Or the second one.
They're both good.
First
They're
off,
really good.
first off, I don't really like what's his face. The
Billy Crystal?
Billy
Oh,
Crystal.
Oh, how do you not like
Never
him? Dude?
liked
He's
him.
fantastic.
Never liked him. I've never thought he was funny.
Oh man, I think he's great.
I've
I thought he was
never
funny.
thought he was
yeah,
funny.
I think he's really.
I-
Look, I like
Those are great
I like
movies.
one of his two of his movies because they did a sequel. Analyze this and analyze that.
Oh yeah, those are
I
good.
like
fantastic
those,
in that too.
but I like it because not him.
De Niro.
Yeah.
Yeah, De Niro.
Way better.
Good in that. I'm not gonna lie, but no, he was. Well, you haven't seen it, so I can't reference it.
What is it?
Princess Bride. He's in Princess Bride.
Yep.
Yeah, you can reference it.
He's great in
I
that.
know the
Yeah.
references.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was in it though.
Yeah, he's all covered in makeup and prosthetics and stuff.
Well, that's what I loved about.
I love the good MLT, mutton, lettuce, and
Yep,
tomato.
yep.
They're so perky.
Have fun
I love
storming
that.
the castle.
Bye-bye, boys.
But that's what I loved about Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
Oh, how'd you not love that part? That
Well, the
role
fact
was
that-
fantastic.
the fact that-
Awesome.
The first time watching it, I had no idea who the fuck it was, and then once you hear Tom Cruise, you go, oh, how did I not know?
Les Grossman.
It's definitely he wants to do a full movie of just Les Grossman.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, he wants to do
Some
a full
cameo
fucking movie.
from Robert coming in there every now and then.
Dude.
Could you imagine?
But him as the Mexican character that he played.
Even better. What role we play? Yeah, he's playing a different role. And he's gonna be that's fucking
No,
brilliant, dude.
that movie's already been shelved.
What I'm saying is he wouldn't show up as the black person. He'd be the same actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he'd be in a different.
What was
he
his
would
name?
be as Mexican.
Kirk
Yeah.
Lazarus.
Yeah.
Kirk Lazarus.
Yeah.
Was his
What
actor
role are we
name.
working on now?
Yeah,
Kurt?
because they started it out with him and what was it, Jake?
No, it's him and Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
It's the gay monks.
Yes. Yeah, I think they were priests.
No, they were monks.
They were
I
monks.
thought they were monks. They had like the
Yes.
robes
Where
and
they were
everything.
priests
Yeah.
because I swear they had the rosary beads.
No, they did, but they were monks. They had like the fucking brown
brown robes,
the
and
brown
all that.
robes
the
and
candle
shit.
lights, and
Yeah.
the
It was still weird.
Yeah,
but it
They're
was
like at a monastery.
I did love.
Yeah. It was called Satan's Alley. I
Yes,
think
it was. It was. The second you said that, I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Great.
Well, I love that's what I loved about that movie is the beginning where they did all these
Those
trailers.
trailers are great.
You know, Tug Speedman is what was the name of that
it
fucking
was
movie?
Oh God,
Simple
yeah,
Jack.
No,
it was his action movie ones where there's like 10 of them or
Oh
something.
yeah.
because it was the Earth is global warming, and
Yeah.
then the next one was like
Like
ice.
global freezing.
Yeah.
It's like somebody left open the fridge.
Yeah, it was fucking, and
That was lightning in a bottle. That movie.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
it
what I
was.
mean?
I
Oh,
don't
man,
think it
so
was
fucking-
lightning in a bottle. I think it was.
Well, they can't
those-
remake it. That's just it. They can't do. The
I
same
think
things.
that guys like Stiller could make that again. Now I don't I think though it would never get a theatrical release. It would be a streaming thing.
Well, most movies now aren't.
I know, but what I'm saying is it would never get the theatrical release at all. It would just get a streaming thing, so it would be more under the radar.
Yeah, the way things are, though, I bet.
I don't know about 90% of the movies that are coming out because nothing comes out in the theater anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, and if you don't have one of the 50 different streaming services,
there's
then,
so many
you know,
movies
Yeah,
that
it's Netflix exclusive or Amazon exclusive.
well, and I don't mind
Paramount.
I don't mind the Amazon
Paramount,
I don't mind the
Jesus.
Amazon or Netflix exclusives because I have those.
That's what. Yeah.
But the other ones, I mean, I there's been a few on Paramount Plus. I'm trying to think of the other
HBO
ones.
has a really good.
HBO.
Yeah, well,
got
see,
some
I've
stuff
got
on there.
HBO though too,
Yeah.
so that I don't mind.
Right.
But the fact that you have to have 50 different streaming services to know what movies are out there.
Yeah.
I do
It's-
like
it's
that you
annoying.
can actually just go through a list and rent it or buy it, though. I like that a lot.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
But
That's
the thing is,
really
though,
cool. It's
I don't ever
convenient.
see any ads for any of these anymore, though. That's
No,
the problem.
'cause we don't have commercials anymore.
Now we still have tons of commercials,
Well-
and streaming will have commercials in everything soon,
I have
and
yet
as
to
it is.
see a commercial like I did when I was watching
I'm just
regular
telling you.
cable TV.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you, it
it's
will
not-
happen because if you look at satellite radio, that was their main catch when they fucking brought that out.
No
commercials
yeah.
ever. We will
Yeah.
never have commercials. 5 years later, they're having commercials
Of
on
course.
all the talk shows.
Yep.
Of course, because now that's the only way they make money. Is through
Yeah.
ads.
Well, it's same.
Well, Hulu has commercial free and non-commercial.
Well, remember cable from when we were kids? The commercial breaks in cable were very short. It was like
well, yeah, they
two
had to get a
commercials.
shit ton of information in a small.
But what I'm
period of
saying
time.
is they had like 2 commercials. Now you look at cable, your commercials are longer than the fucking ones on
Every
the regular
3
television.
minutes.
oh yeah, and every time there's like 5 or 6 straight commercials.
So what I'm saying is
Yeah.
I think everything's going to go to that model eventually. They're always going to have commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
It's when the only time you're going to not get that is in the sweet spot of early adaption.
right, and that never lasts long.
Netflix is going to be doing
Speaking of
it
which,
soon.
yeah, I heard
if
that.
you get a chance, go ahead and check out.
Q.
That'd be a fantastic time.
Yeah, right after the Q.
Speaking of ads,
ad time, guys.
Hey, if you get a chance, check out velvet-alley.com for all your adult needs. Strokers, pads, and dildos. Check them out. velvet-alley.com.
and go to Coffee Brand Coffee for all your coffee needs. Use the coupon code GPS1 to get 5% off your purchase.
Kevin, what's your favorite coffee?
All of them.
No, I mean, what's your favorite seasonal coffee? Which one
Pumpkin
have you
spice.
bought the most of?
The pumpkin spice.
Fuck you. All right, goodbye, everybody.
And we're back.
Where'd we go? But yeah, so on to a new topic then.
Yeah, that's
just after the break.
Just derailed it, didn't I?
Yeah, you fucked that up. Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys see the thing about the what was it? The 2 Navy SEALs that fucking went lost at sea?
Went lost. Let's
No.
see, huh?
So
I mean, I heard about the 3 people that got killed over in Jordan.
Well, that too happened, but they finally called off the search, I think, last week or week and a half ago on the Navy SEALs.
Really?
They were infiltrating a boat. Like, something that they had to toss up one of
Jason
those really
Bourne
shitty
all over again.
ladders. Well, one of the SEALs fell off, and another SEAL saw that and was like, well, I'm going to go in to get him. We don't leave anyone behind. Mm-hmm. They both got left behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
He loved him. Oh, that's so romantic.
They're both embraced.
Yep.
They're so I don't know what the names were on that, Kevin.
I'll look it up.
I hadn't heard about it, but again,
that's the thing though. Nobody hears about news anymore either.
Well, that's only 2 Navy SEAls that lost at sea.
Well, yeah, but the thing in Jordan was only 3 people. That
I hadn't heard of that either.
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's the
whole
looking
Texas
like we might
thing's already,
attack Iran
that's
over
already
that.
sizzled out.
So
I don't think it has yet.
I haven't seen it on my streaming.
It looks like Navy Special Warfare Operator First Class Christopher J. Chambers and Navy
37.
Special Warfare.
Gotta say his age.
37.
Stupid.
And Navy Special Warfare Operator Second Class Nathan Gage Ingram 27.
What?
Here's
How did
my
you spell
question.
that last name?
Here's my question. Can we stop just giving ages and just put weights?
Their weight.
Well, yeah, because if you hear about somebody dying, like instead of the age, I don't want to see the age. 37, I'll be like, that's kind of young. But if you go, their weight, 470 pounds, you go, oh, now I get it. I get it. Now it makes
Well,
sense.
I'm sure a Navy SEAL's not going to
No,
be
Navy SEAL. I'm just saying for other stuff.
All right. Why? Because you're fastest?
You're right, Tim. I don't like you.
Well, I don't care about
You're too
that.
fat. You need to stop it.
I know I'm fat.
Stop it.
Stop being fat.
Yeah, stop being fat.
Stop being poor.
So yeah.
Well, I think there's a difference.
But basically, so they did a 10-day exhaustive search and they were never found.
Yeah, it's crazy because this is all because of the Houthis or whatever the fuck they are.
The Houthis.
Houthis,
yeah.
Because they were blocking shit, so they
Yeah.
raided one of their ships or a ship that they took over. I don't know which. But when they, like I said, when they went to raid it, one fell off, the other one jumped in to try to save him, and then they couldn't find him at the end of the raid, and then they started a search, and like I said, 10 days. It's
not good.
It's never going to lose any of our servicemen. I'll say that, but.
No, but I couldn't imagine drowning at sea.
With your best friend.
What if it wasn't his best friend? What if he's like,
well, this motherfucker again?
oh, this guy's always, he's going to be the death of me.
There it is.
You think that's what he was thinking?
That's exactly what he was. That was said prior to in the morning when I got up together.
And also,
God damn it, Frank!
Also,
every time
that same Navy SEAL was 2 days close to retirement as well.
God damn it! You got to be kidding me, really?
No, I made that up.
Oh, I was going to say
I was just gonna say that's just another layer
that
right
would
there.
be.
Well, then I was
2
going to
days
go
to retirement.
and then I was going to go into the parody version of it. And earlier that day, they did an office pop.
What was your first desk pop?
Oh, desk pop. That's what it was. God damn it!
Yeah.
Well, I ruined that.
Oh well, I knew what
All
you
right.
meant.
Well,
I think we all knew what that was. It was a different name
But
for
yeah,
it.
speaking of the 3
no, this has all been
service
death
members
the
that-
entire time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's
the
talk-
service
well,
members
why
that
not? We
died
haven't had
in
a good
Jordan,
death-
that's looking like Biden might attack Iran. He's talking about it because of this.
Oh, that's good.
God.
Yeah, so
we go.
we're looking at possible war, right?
Well, that's
someone's
also
trying to get reelected.
that's also
Yeah.
a proxy war too,
yeah.
because Russia supplies a shitload to Iran.
So if America
I think China,
attacks,
too.
if America
that would be a
directly
proxy.
attacks, yeah,
just
but,
like fucking.
but if America
Ukraine.
directly attacks Iran over it, then that will cause a hot war between America and Iran. That won't be proxy.
It will be a proxy. Just like when we attacked Vietnam, it was a proxy war between Vietnam or
Right.
us and China.
Well, okay,
It's like beating up
that's
someone's
true,
little brother.
but still,
And Russia, actually.
yeah.
at the
But I
time.
mean, look, Iran is a part of the BRICS nations with China and Russia and all
Do you,
that. So,
can I ask you a question though? If you don't think it would be a proxy
I
war?
didn't say that it wouldn't be. I'm
Well,
just
you
saying.
just said that it wouldn't be.
No, I'm saying it would be. It would cause a hot war between Iran and America.
Which would be a proxy war. Do
I
you?
mean-
Here, let me ask you a question before you go on to whatever nonsense you were going to do. This question is: do you think that Ukraine and Russia war right now is a proxy war?
Yes.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
Iran would be.
I get that.
No, we've had squabbles with Iran before.
No, we've dropped bombs. That's it.
Yeah, but
and once
what I'm talking about is just full scale.
Israel
conflict
fucking
between
took
them.
out their nukes by fucking speeding up the what was it, the
Hadron Accelerator.
God, what is that thing fucking called? The
Hadron.
no
Hadron Accelerator.
No, the Hadron Accelerator is a research facility in Europe.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not in Iran.
That's where they smash atoms.
Yeah.
Fuck Adam.
All right, way to derail it again.
I meant, yeah,
No,
atom.
No, the centrifuges.
Yeah.
Israel put in that fuck. I mean, not technically Israel. We don't know, but we know. They put in a fucking virus into Iran's fucking enrichment program that sped up the centrifuges so much that it fucking caused them to melt down.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Neat. That's some James Bond shit.
that was
right there,
through
dude.
Stuxnet.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Stock.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing.
Stuxnet.
Yeah, and there's a lot of this stuff. It's been going on forever. You know.
Well, yeah, I
And,
mean, we're always gonna have that. But my point is, though, if we got into a hot war with Iran, it would 100% be a Russian-American proxy war. We would just have two going at the same time, on the opposite ends. Stop
Right.
fucking disagreeing. That's
What I'm-
100% true.
But what I'm saying is that it would be the first time that we would have had full scale war with Iran like that.
Yes, I would never argued that. That's not.
Yeah.
Why are you arguing?
But it'd
my
be a
point?
proxy,
It's a
war. It's a proxy war.
I get that.
But earlier you said no, it wouldn't be a hot war.
No, I wasn't.
They can be
look,
both.
No, I was still saying
Vietnam was
no,
a
but the
proxy war.
point is-
Korea was a proxy war.
But I'm not arguing about the proxy war. I was just pointing out
You
that it's
did.
going to be a full
Here,
full
rewind.
scale
Kev,
war
wait,
between Iran
Future Kevin,
and
future
America.
Kevin. I'm talking to you, not this one. Future Kevin. Rewind it and play that back where he says that it's not a proxy war.
Who fucking cares?
Who cares?
Just
I
because
get
it's
it.
funny.
I get it.
The point is,
I
we
get
would be
it.
at war with Iran.
I will fight you.
You're a moron.
This is going to be a fucking hot war between us.
The Civil War's
motherfuckers.
already
Good, and I'll
started.
fucking be dropping flashbangs on
And
your
guess
ass.
what? No, Kevin, you wouldn't be. Well, what if I threw it at your head?
I will be throwing them at your head with a catapult.
Kevin, what
with
if
a fucking trebuchet?
what if I hit you with a sledgehammer?
What if I hit you with a bag of nails?
Kevin, I have guns.
So,
Stay away from me.
Oh,
if I
Jesus.
hit you with the nails before you fire the gun,
It's not likely because I'll see you walking up in your goofy, gangly ass.
Your enemy cannot push the
I
button
would
if
come
you
up
can
from
operate his
behind,
hand.
Shane.
Kevin, I'm surprised you're not chased by people with pitchforks and fucking torches at night. You look creepy.
what if, maybe I am.
It's 100% true. I'm not
How do you
wrong.
think you keep so lean?
Yeah.
It's part of my cardio workout.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Kevin's exercise regimen.
That's also his exercise.
Running away from the villagers.
Exorcism regimen.
Gotta get the demons out of me. Gotta get the demons out of me with his fucking katana.
That's what he
You
says.
won't catch me this time, priest.
That's what Kevin says every time he jerks off in a park. Gotta get the demons out. It's like, dude, you can't do that here.
I got the devil in me.
Seriously,
devil in
I,
me.
I really do need to do that if I can figure out how to do that.
Jack off in a park?
No, the AI, no, the AI thing where I make Kevin into an NAMBLA member. Because that would be hilarious. And that was your idea last
Yes,
week.
it
That's
was.
what's fucked up. That's what's mostly fucked up about that is because it's your idea.
That'd be really unique to look into that.
Dude,
you have the technology at your house to do it. You probably should.
That's the
try
thing.
it out.
I just don't know what the fuck to look up because I've tried looking it up and they're like, oh, you gotta do. It's like you had to be an engineer. And I'm like,
You need to know some programming to be able to do it.
so if I can,
just, you know,
if we can figure this out, any one of us, stupid over here, you can
I
try it.
can.
You can try it, dummy. Oh, he's.
I have rainbow lights on my fucking computer, dude. What do you think I'm gonna do with that?
Your computer. I remember it being good enough to do what I'm talking.
Yeah, I
about.
probably could.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely because it's better than his, and his is more than good enough to do a lot of the gaming that I
I mean,
told
mine's
him.
blanketed in dust too, so I haven't used it.
And come.
Well, no.
And then you teach your children on it.
again, I
What a
don't.
fucking creep.
I don't use it for that. I use a shower for that. I can't take the computer.
How
in
do
the
you bring
shower
your?
with
I
me.
was gonna say, how do you bring your computer in there, Tim?
It's in my hand. It's this thing right here.
It's why we have protective waterproofing stuff on
Yes,
the
exactly.
screens get bigger and bigger.
it. Yeah, but you have an what is it?
I think it's not the. It's one after
It's
the
a
5.
6, basically.
It's an SE. Is what
Yeah,
it's
it's
called.
basically a 6.
I don't like the big phones. I don't like them. I hate them.
That's why I get the medium-sized one. Actually, I got this before that was out.
Yeah, so that's the size I'm gonna
which
stay
is
with.
sad because that means that this is really old.
Right.
Because that came out. Actually, you got yours like right after I got
This
this,
is about 5 years old.
and mine's like 6 or 7.
Mine's pretty much new.
Nice. Is it?
Well,
It's actually smaller than my last one. I actually kind of like it.
Mine's
better.
pretty much new. Obama phone.
Obama.
That's what you've got.
I don't think they do that anymore, do they?
I think you have one.
I don't.
And actually, I'm pretty sure they still give out phones
Oh, I didn't know that.
because apparently that's a need now.
and internet.
Yeah.
So
They never should have gotten rid of fucking payphones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they should have kept them
For what?
for people that don't have
Well,
phones.
that's how you make drug deals, dummy. Think about it. Think about it. The fuck, man.
I don't know. I mean,
you ever
The
seen,
mom always
you ever
tells you,
seen The
hey,
Wire?
Yeah.
phone
Hey,
booth. I've seen that.
Call me on a
movie.
hard line. Fucking-
Actually, they need to bring in Futurama suicide booths. I think
They
that's
have
what
those.
they should do.
They will
they're-
have
Yes,
them
but
in
that's in
Canada.
other countries.
It exists
That's
now.
in other countries.
I was
though.
gonna say Canada will definitely have
Well,
them soon.
did you see that there's a guy over in Europe that built a roller coaster that kills you?
No.
What
Yeah.
a way to go, man.
It's a roller coaster that he figured out through fucking what is it, geometry and shit like that, and physics. That if there's a certain amount of loops in a certain time frame, that it on the last loop you'll pass out, and it'll keep you passed out long enough that you'll die.
Neat.
Yeah,
Imagine
And he-
not.
I know.
he
Coming
actually-
back, and you're just like,
And he
It was the
actually
best time of my
yeah.
life.
and he actually built this thing.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's some fucked up. I mean, you were talking about the suicide pods. I saw a video of it. It saw some lady laying in a bed of flowers in this white pod, waving to everybody, and they're all sobbing
Yeah, because she's dying.
because she's killing herself in front of her
I
family.
don't have a problem
That's
with
fucking
that.
awful.
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, I'm not.
I don't. Think about it.
I know
you
you,
got
you don't have a problem with
you
death
got
in general.
no. You got stage 4 fucking cancer. They say it's inoperable.
No, I get
You're
it.
gonna die in 6 months, and it's gonna be agony
Look,
the entire time.
that I get.
And we can also give you some radiation and shit, and then we might keep you alive for 8 to 10 months.
right.
But you're gonna be
But
in
you're
horrible
but you're
agony.
gonna be in horrible pain the entire time.
No, that I
Why not
understand.
take yourself out? I don't have a problem if that's your choice.
Right.
If your choice is to live out and just see if you can make it, fine.
See,
do
and,
that
hey,
too.
and in that situation, that kind of a situation, I totally agree that it's okay.
Yeah. Now,
But-
if you're just like, I'm sad.
Yeah.
No.
That's what they're doing in Canada with people. They're also doing it with disabled and fucking.
I mean,
you know,
look, there's some things. Yeah, maybe.
Do we really need them?
Yeah.
You know those.
Yeah.
Those
They're not
people?
all handy capable. Okay, Kevin? There's some things they can't do.
this is starting to sound like a Final Solution kind of talk.
I was going to make a reference to that earlier, and then I was like, oh, this looks bad.
Did we talk about that? We had some conversation about the final solution recently, didn't we?
No, Tim, maybe that was you and your other friends.
Got that up. No, we were talking about
Tim's
that.
like, that's all my phone has on it now. I'm like, Tim, again, I think these are all things you look
Our
up.
group text messages led to something like that. Oh, it was the cure for ADHD.
Oh, bullets.
It was a colorful gun too.
Yeah.
That's what I
And-
loved
oh
about
yeah,
it.
that one.
And I go, yeah, that's also the cure for sadness.
Yeah.
The cure for childhood obesity.
the cure for child predators. Like, it's the cure for a lot of, like, I even said in it, I go, look, violence is a cure for a lot of things.
Yeah.
It really is.
Oh, you're not wrong there.
I mean, look, it stops other people from being violent.
That's true.
You know, it helped end World War II.
It is the cure for evil.
I mean, it's also the cure for good too. I mean, if you really want to think about it,
that's
like,
true.
I mean, I don't think John Lennon was evil,
Yeah. It
but
can be used both ways.
he did get unloaded on at
He-
point blank range.
He did. He did indeed.
You know, so
Well,
it can,
evil's an eye of beholder as well. I mean,
well, that's true. So yeah, he was evil then.
probably
Thanks,
the,
Tim.
the kid that he molested thought he was evil. You know,
Did he molest kids?
No,
You
Tim's
don't think
making
so?
things. No, Tim's making things
No,
up.
I'm just saying.
I like how you're trying to make my no as in something. No, I no to your whole fucking point.
Fair enough. There's someone that thought he was evil. That's why.
I'm sure. Well, that guy I think killed him because he thought that John Lennon broke up the Beatles. If
No,
he
I thought he killed him because he said he was more popular than Jesus.
I don't think
He
that.
was a
I think
Christian
it was
fanatic.
because I don't think he was a Christian fanatic. I think that he killed
Yeah,
him
I thought
because
it was.
he thought that John Lennon broke up the Beatles.
What do they call a zealot?
Yeah, Zealot. But
John Lennon,
know.
killer. I don't remember the
I
guy's
don't remember
name.
his name either.
John Wilkes Booth.
Mark David Chapman. I should have remembered that.
That
That's it,
sounds
Mark
familiar,
David
yeah.
Chapman.
Let's see. You guys talk.
Well, then we got to
Jesus
find out. I'm
Christ.
still saying Zealot.
Okay, well you guys fucking talk.
that's
I'm
the-
reading.
I don't know if he was a
Because he announced that on an
religious.
interview, and it pissed a lot of people off. He's like, "What at the time? we're
Chapman
bigger
was
than
a fan of the
Jesus."
Beatles,
Good for him.
but was incensed by Lennon's lavish lifestyle and public statements.
Oh, what was the statement?
He was like
I'll skip that part.
He was a
We're
hippie.
bigger than Jesus.
He was a
And he didn't
hippie.
like the song Imagine.
Oh, that.
Oh,
that's
well,
for-
there. I was
that's-
actually thinking
That's
of
understandable.
Imagine.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Especially after those
course.
celebrities did that shit.
Oh
on
my
that
fucking God.
No, I hated everybody else's rendition. I like John Lennon's. I actually liked Lennon. Well, I only really like one song out of that entire group, and that's Imagine. I like
Really?
that a lot. I didn't like the Beatles.
I wasn't a big Beatles fan.
I didn't like- I
So
didn't-
you ever watch that movie Across the Universe?
No.
It gave me a
Nope.
better appreciation of their music.
I was never a fan of the only Beatles stuff I really liked. It's in
It was the sound of a bullet being fired.
nope. Walk Hard.
Oh yeah.
Only Beatles stuff I like. I'm John Lennon.
Could you imagine? Who was it played? Paul Rudd played him. Jack Black.
But my favorite part is them announcing their names every time that it gets to them. Oh, me as Paul McCartney wouldn't do that. Like every time.
because you couldn't identify him. Didn't it
No,
all
but
look
that-
like the person they
but
were portraying?
I loved how they played into it so deeply.
Well, who was it? One of them said that they were struggling with the accent.
Yeah,
And I think it was Jack Black.
And
was
Jack
like,
Black just say whatever.
Yeah, just talk. Just put like a really terrible.
Yeah, it's
English
because it's
accent.
a fucking comedy.
Yeah, we don't have
You're
to
not doing a
fucking-
biopic.
Yes, I think it was Paul Rudd saying, "I don't know how to get into
Yeah,
this
it was.
character."
That's what I
Yeah.
remember the story.
Remember
And
that?
Jack Black going, who cares?
We're getting paid. Just make it up.
Yeah, just do it. It's going to be funny.
It wasn't Jason Schwartzman was
Yes.
Ringo. Ringo, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who was the?
That's actually a
who,
good choice to play
Who,
Ringo.
who played
Libs.
fucking? Oh God, what was the one that nobody? I never remember his name.
George Harris.
George Harrison.
Yeah, I don't think he was in
remember.
that.
There were all four of them, I believe.
Walk Hards, Beatles. We got to Google that too. This is basically a Googling show today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we need a Jamie on this show.
Beatles cast.
Okay, so Paul Rudd plays John Lennon. Jack Black plays Paul McCartney. Justin Long plays
Just-
George
There we go.
Harrison.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew that they all
Jason
four were in
Schwartzman
there,
plays Ringo Starr. Yeah.
dude.
What happened to that guy? You don't see
Justin
him much.
Long?
Yeah, we don't see him much at all.
Oh, he was just in the movie.
He had a good run.
No,
Somebody's
just
trying
saw-
to link him to playing Anthony Kiedis.
Oh.
And they showed a picture of them
I could
side
see
by
that.
side,
Oh,
and he looks close.
I could see that.
Idea, yeah.
No, I just saw
Wouldn't
him
be
in a
bad.
movie. It's like a new rendition of Dracula, except for it's like Justin Long.
Watch,
goes to
he
his
describes
house.
it, and we go, "That's nothing like Dracula."
Well, no, it's like a modern day version of Dracula, except for it's just about the female. You know, his three female vampires.
his harem.
House
Yeah,
of Darkness.
his harem.
It's called a harem.
Yeah, House of Darkness. That's the one.
Yeah.
I just saw that like a couple weeks ago. It's not bad.
It got 58 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I started watching Equalizer. I need to watch
2022.
the rest
Yeah.
of it.
Huh?
Equalizer 3.
It's good. I like them all.
Oh,
Dude,
is that
the Equalizer
Denzel?
is so great.
Yeah, Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
those are
three of
good.
them were
I
good.
like-
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked them,
Remember
yeah.
when was it last week or the week before we were talking about like great actors who just blend in, like just become that
Oh
character.
yeah.
The other one is Hoffman, Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour
Yeah.
Hoffman.
Yeah.
That
He's
guy.
good.
That guy
He was great.
becomes the character
Yeah, he does.
in every fucking movie.
That Capote movie he was in. He
I
played Truman
haven't
Capote.
seen that one, but he
plays the character like
but
just like the
but
guy.
just
you
the
know?
fact that every movie whatever he plays, you just go, I believe him.
Yeah.
I believe him. He was in Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights was
Yeah.
great.
Oh my God, he was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Awkward, uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Had a huge crush on the star, but
Yeah.
then the whole time you see him, he's just like, "Oh man," you felt sorry for him, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you're kind of
Yeah,
annoyed by him.
but that's what I mean. And the
Nailed
thing
it.
is, even when you found out later, because that was like one of his early movies.
Yeah.
You know, he was kind of a nobody at the time. But even when you found out who he was later, you go back and watch it, and you're like, oh, you feel the same way.
Yeah, didn't
That's
change.
that's
Yeah.
a good actor
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I'll
like
give him that. Well, I thought Tim Tim Robbins. No, was it Tim Robbins?
I like his movie. I don't know
I
if
believe
I can,
every role that he's done.
I believe him, but he also always feels like Tim Robbins.
He does.
You think so?
Yeah. I
Even
kind
though
of
he's
agree
in
with you.
one of my favorite movies of all times.
Shawshank?
Yep.
Yeah.
That movie right there. But the thing is, though, it always feels like Tim Robbins in those movies. Look, I also loved
No,
him
I
in
agree with you on that.
fuck, what's the name of that one? Fuck, it's
Hudsucker Proxy was good.
no, the one with a bunch of people. I can't remember the names
He did
right
one
now.
with Martin Short, didn't he?
Uh,
Big Mama's House? No, that wasn't what
what?
it was.
That would be Martin.
Yeah, Martin Short. I don't know what. Yeah,
Not Martin Short. but-
Martin.
Tim Robbins.
But yeah, I've liked his roles, and I've always thought his roles seemed believable as the character he was portraying. I never really saw him as Tim Robbins, but obviously
See, I always felt that him as Tim Robbins, the good actor. I feel like he's a good actor. I don't know that I put him in that same category
as Denzel.
as the great actors.
Do you know who's been starting to become one of those actors? Colin Farrell.
Colin
did you
Farrell,
see,
yeah.
Did you see the new Batman movie? He played the
Because you're
Penguin.
right. I feel all his
And
early
he was-
movies,
yeah.
he feels like Colin Farrell being this guy.
Yeah,
I didn't know
but-
he was
but-
Irish for the longest fucking
No,
time.
he's good at accents.
Yeah.
I'll give him
but,
that.
But in that new Batman movie, he played Penguin. Man, I didn't even know it was him until I
Oh.
saw him in the credits.
I like how I'm going to
Yeah,
look up the
same
name of the
here.
fucking movie, and I just now remember it without fucking finding it. Mystic River.
Oh, that's a good fucking.
That's a
movie, yeah.
great fucking
Yeah,
movie.
And you're right. Okay, he.
In that one,
He
I
played
feel
a-
like he blends in
he did,
more.
he did.
He actually that brings that character to life
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Versus like other movies where I feel like it's Tim Robbins playing a character.
Right.
Well, what about your side actors where you don't even recognize what they are or who they are, but you know that they're
I think the best
supporting actors.
I think the best one in
You know what I
recent
mean?
years.
Character actors.
yeah,
The
well,
best one in recent years has got to be he was in Matchstick Men. He was the main villain, but you don't know it till the end.
Oh, he was also in Jojo
He's in
Rabbit.
everything,
Yeah, he's
yes.
fantastic.
That
He was
guy-
in-
Is that Sam Rockwell?
Yeah.
Sam
Sam
Rockwell
Rockwell.
is
Yeah.
fucking
He's never the lead,
amazing.
never the lead, always excellent.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
blends in everywhere,
He's
and he's
incredible.
great.
Yeah.
So that's one of those guys, but I can't put him in the same cat because he's never the lead.
Well, no,
I
he
could-
has been the lead, but on smaller
Yeah, he,
movies.
Yes,
no, he
but
did-
that's what I'm
he-
saying.
He was the lead in
You
that
know what I
one
mean?
about
Like,
the
he's
guy
never-
who was the host of the game
I was
show.
just thinking about that. He played. What was it? Chuck Berry. I think?
Yeah, he
Or
played Chuck
Barris.
Berry, and that was
Chuck Barris.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I think
Awesome.
Chuck Berry was a different guy.
Yeah, Chuck Barris.
The
is, I
Gong
think, was
Show.
his name.
Probably
he was
way
basically-
different
but he
guy.
was also an assassin too. It's like the Diaries of Assassin or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
that was a great fucking movie.
Yeah, and he
But-
was in that.
But the reason
Yeah.
I
was
say I
the
can't
lead.
put him into the same category as like oh fuck any of the guys we've already mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, even Denzel and stuff, because he doesn't have that long line of being the lead that just blends in.
Yeah.
There's
know what I mean?
There's the
No,
other guy.
But I
get
think
that.
he's one of the best
Stanley
character
Tucci.
actors ever.
Fuck yeah. he's
Stanley
awesome.
Tucci is another one of those roles where whatever I've seen him in, but
What does he look like?
Stanley Tucci.
Oh yeah. Once you see.
Because
him,
once
you
I
know
see him, if I see him and I go, oh shit, I recognize him, and yet I don't know like what I would know
right
him
here,
for.
right here. Hey.
Oh yeah, okay, that
Yeah.
picture's terrible.
Yeah,
of
it's
him.
an awful picture of him.
I didn't
He's
recognize
showing
that
his
guy at
age.
all. I recognize
Yeah.
that guy right
Stanley
there. That's
Tucci's
fucking
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's always been great.
He does really good stuff. And then there was a guy that was in, again, doesn't ever play main roles, but he was.
I like how you two guys only name white people.
Well, he was
fucking
in
creeps.
because all the rest of them look the same.
Oh man.
We're getting canceled.
They're all Jackie Chan.
Oh, okay, we're going there. Okay.
But no, the other guy I was talking about, he plays.
It's like there's a billion.
Do you remember their? Oh my God, I can't even remember the name of the movie. It was fantastic. It's about the Kingsman, the guy who played their assistant in the Kingsman.
Oh,
I'm trying
Mark
to remember.
Strong.
Is that his name?
Yeah,
Mark Strong.
Yeah, Mark Strong. I think.
You
that's
take a look
who
at
he
that
is.
guy and the roles he's done. He is so fucking versatile.
Yeah.
But he's one of those ones that
This
doesn't.
guy-
Oh yeah, no, he's great.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I loved him in what's it, where he's the Syrian fucking he's like the Syrian equivalent. It's the CIA movie with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. What's the name of that movie?
Was it Body of Lies?
Body of Lies.
Yeah.
I think isn't he? Yeah, he's the Syrian,
He's in it,
like the
yeah.
head intelligence
Uh-huh.
Syrian officer or some shit like that, and he's the guy that saves him at the very end.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, and also,
so much that he's been in. So
And
many
I thought he
fucking
was
titles.
excellent.
well, also he was in that crappy Green Lantern movie, but he was the best part about it. He played Sinestro, the bad guy, and he was fucking
He was
awesome
in
as that
Kick-Ass.
character.
He was the
Yeah, I
mafia guy in
liked him in
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
And
Yeah.
if you guys ever watched John Carter, he was the
You're
and
right. He was in
I've
John
seen
Carter.
John
Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah.
There's a second one's coming
for,
out.
For as much as people hated John Carter,
I thought
and
it
there
was
was a
great. I
lot,
liked it.
but there were a lot of people
Yeah.
that hated it.
I know.
Because they were
I
like,
thought
it
it was
didn't
fun.
stick to the book.
I
That's
thought,
what their
but that's the
argument
thing.
was.
I've never read the book, so maybe that's why
It was
I'm
like
looking.
I think that was
My
more
dad
of it.
grew up on him, and he liked the movie.
Well, and I'm looking at it through fresh eyes that have never,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't get offended by, oh no, this didn't happen the way, you know. So that's why and plus I felt it was a fun movie.
yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
I liked it.
well, it's the other one was that he's in actually is called Stardust, which has De Niro in it.
Who's the-
Oh,
who was the
I've
star
seen
of
that
that?
one. Yeah, and
Claire Danes,
Michelle Pfeiffer's
Michelle
in it too.
Pfeiffer,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like a fantastical
yeah,
wizard.
like De
type-
Niro's like a gay pirate.
and it is so fucking fun, and it's
That's
a
weird.
great movie. It really is.
yeah, he's like a gay sky pirate.
Yeah.
yeah.
He plays a badass, but in the closet he'll dress up like a woman and dance around the fucking.
Okay, so
hands in
that's
his
that's
face.
who it was. It was Taylor Kitsch that was the
That
lead
was
in
John
it.
Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a better actor than I initially thought when I first
Yeah.
started watching him.
Eh.
I think he's a better actor than I
No,
thought.
When he was
dude,
in
he was-
Battleship, I hated
Oh,
that
yeah,
role.
I
Well,
didn't
see,
like
but
that
I haven't seen
No,
Battleship,
dude,
so
it
I
was
haven't seen his bad ones.
Hey,
So
he's in the
Bad.
second season of True Detective, and he was fucking awesome in that.
yeah,
Is that
well,
right?
I liked him in
Yeah.
Lone Survivor. He was good in that.
Oh yeah, he was good. in that, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh fuck, Savages.
Yes,
Fucking
yeah,
love
Savages.
that.
I gotta
Yep.
give him that. That was fucking
Well,
cool
the thing
as
is,
fuck.
Because
a
of his
great
other
movie.
movies, at first I was like, I can't believe him as a badass, you know. And then he was a badass, and I was like, okay, I believe it. Fuck.
Well, same
I
with
didn't
the
want
other
to
guy that
believe him.
played his lover or
It wasn't.
buddy.
It was his best friend.
Yeah.
They just
the same chick.
They just London bridged her all the
Yeah.
time,
Well, who
or Eiffel Towered her.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Yeah,
Golly.
yeah. No, look, Ryan
Benicio
Ryan
del
Reynolds
Toro
just did a
was in
good
that
job. Yes,
too. Yeah.
and
Selma Hayek.
okay, Benicio del Toro is another
Yeah, the
guy
big cast.
that fucking
Yeah, nails it.
blends in
Yeah.
every fucking movie.
Mhm.
It's almost it's so. Here's the problem with it. He's got such a look that
It's true, but
you know what I mean?
Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
I could
No, but
barely-
I'm
I
saying that.
loved him in Fear and Loathing.
I'm
man.
saying
he was
I'm
awesome
saying
in
he's
that.
excellent in everything.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's got such a unique look to
He looks.
himself
He's Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
that it's
That's true.
hard. But at the same time, I still probably put him just under the category of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved him in The Usual Suspects.
Sicario or whatever it is.
Sicario's great.
Yeah,
Sicario's
Sicario's great.
probably my. It's hard to say.
I'm gonna flip
He's
you. Flip you
amazing
for
in
real.
that.
For him being basically the lead actor in both Sicarios, because he essentially is, even though they frame it as the story about other people,
Right.
They're both of them are about him, right?
That was ruthless.
So in movies that he stars in, those are probably my favorite too.
Mm-hmm.
But in movies that he's been in, my favorite one is The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
That's just an excellent movie all the way through.
yeah. Yeah,
All
I
the way
agree
through.
with that
And the
one.
fact that you're like, oh, fuck, this movie wasted my time because none of it happened. And you're like, wait, none of it happened anyway. It's a movie.
Yeah, I was still entertained the whole
That's why
story.
I wish I could go back and not remember it
Well,
to
that's
have the same feeling that I felt the
That's
first
same
time
thing
going
about
seeing.
Fight Club. I wish I could go back
Yeah.
and not know the ending of it because I really liked that movie, and then
Yeah.
going back and watching it, knowing that, it's
You
like,
just
okay,
app-
I'm catching it. But
here's the
like you
thing.
said, there's these
Yeah.
certain things that's like, wait a minute, I don't think that really happened.
Yeah.
You know, you second guess the
The
Well,
narrator,
and then
basically.
on top
Yeah.
of it, you start thinking, wait, was the chick even real?
yeah.
Yeah.
Was Helena Bonham Carter or what's
Dude,
her
I
name?
had the hugest crush on that chick.
Yeah,
So gorgeous.
I could see that.
Well, and
Yeah.
Fight
my-
I'm
Club
mad
is
at
done.
Tim Burton, that motherfucker.
Well, you know, and Fight Club was done just so well. It's like, you know, when you do watch it that first time and you get to the very end and you finally come to the realization
Yeah.
that he is Tyler Durden, and it's like you see the whole movie in a completely different way.
Yeah.
And it's, mind blowing.
What was the other one? Was
Fucking A.
Benicio del Toro and Snatch.
Oh, Snatch
Oh,
is
yeah.
great.
Frankie
Snatch.
Four
Oh
Fingers.
my fucking
Yeah.
god, that movie was star-studded and
Yeah.
incredibly written.
Great fucking movie.
And an amazing ride the whole.
Did you ever
fucking
see the
time.
It
first
was-
one?
And quoted
It
like
was-
the first Snatch. You're telling me there's other ones?
No, there's a previous movie called Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's made with a lot of the same cast. Well, not all of them, but quite a few of them, and it's made by the same director and written by the same guy. And
I remember the
and
title.
it's-
might have
I
seen
know the
bits and
title.
pieces.
Jason Statham's in it. Like I said, a lot of these other guys, even Sting's in it.
Was that where they put like brown sauce in the coffee or something like that, or in the tea?
No. No. This
And
it's
it's
like
got
a
Colin
gangster.
Farrell
It's like
as
a
well?
London gangster kind of thing,
Yeah.
but they did it before Snatch. But it's
gotcha.
Is it the same characters?
not the same characters.
Okay, so
But
then
it takes
then
place in
it's
the
not-
same. But it's a lot of the same actors are in it playing.
Okay,
different
so then it's
characters.
not a prequel or sequel.
No. I
Okay,
mean,
then
no. I'm saying it's like
everything
a,
you said we can disregard.
No, it wasn't. It's not a sequel. It's
but
more
you
like,
said it was a
I'm
sequel.
saying it came before Snatch.
The director's other movie.
Yeah,
called-
that would have been better.
And it takes place.
Why can't
it
you
takes-
speak words that everyone understands? Instead, you go, I'm going to speak in Kevin talk.
Well, for one, you constantly interrupt, and it's hard
No.
to fucking
We
hold a
didn't,
thought.
we didn't interrupt. We let you stutter through the first fucking half of that. Where you went, "Duh, duh, 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 duh," and I'm about to say,
So it takes
today,
so
Junior.
It takes place in the same like London gangster
Yes, it's
world.
the setting's similar. Fine.
Yeah.
But it's not this. It's from the same writer.
Yeah,
didn't he
but I
also
mean,
do,
there are
uh,
also characters
Did
that
he
are
do Layer
referenced.
Cake as well?
Yeah. Okay. It might be in the same year, but
no.
it's still not a sequel.
That's well, I guess you just call it say it exists in the same world.
Yeah,
basically.
there are two separate movies
Yeah.
in the same world. That's fine, and I'm fine with that. But your description sucked at the
Okay,
beginning.
well, I get it. Like, it's
just
more
admit
like
it. Just say it sucked at the beginning.
I just said yes. I get it. Yes. It's more like a spiritual prequel. Jesus.
No,
I did.
I swear, having a conversation with you fuckers is like pulling teeth.
You've never pulled teeth. Shut up.
Fucking say it, dude. Say it. I did. I already said it.
Oh, fine. I'm the worst. That's the highlight of the show right there.
Maybe you want to rip my fucking hair out.
Yeah, but you ended up laughing. So you know what? It worked out pretty well.
Oh, you're still a cunt.
I'm fine with that.
It's interesting to see how some of these actors have progressed in their
Yeah.
art.
And that first one was an early one with Jason Statham. One of his
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
I remember
Lock,
watching
Stock,
it
and Two
going,
Smoking
all right,
Barrels.
this guy's
He's always played the same
This guy-
roles too. You know what I mean?
No,
Statham,
once
I
he
have not
became
seen-
the transporter, he started playing all the
Right.
same roles.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, this guy's the action guy.
Yeah. Before then, he wasn't like that. He
No.
was played a lot of
He
gangster
wasn't.
roles and
Do
stuff
you know what
like
his
that.
first was? Well, he was a dancer for a music video.
That
I know
happens
that.
actually a lot.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I learned this? You know Katie Seagal? Or Katie Siegel?
Oh, from Married with Children.
Yeah.
the wife.
You know where she actually started? She was a
Nope.
backup singer for Bob Dylan.
no
Holy
shit.
shit.
I had no idea.
How do you like that? That's cool.
That's fucking weird,
Well,
right?
That's really
Jean
neat.
Claude Van Damme was a ballet dancer.
Well, that makes sense.
His first movie
I mean,
was
just based
called
on his flexibility.
His flexibility, yeah, it
was
does.
No
It-
Retreat, No Surrender. A fantastic movie as well. If you want to get into some real.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
I
that
liked
movie.
all.
Yeah.
All of his movies were fun and stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes it.
Time Cop,
Yeah.
one of my favorite dumb fucking movies.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It makes
It is-
no
it's-
sense.
It's
but
absolutely
awesome.
stupid.
Universal
but it's
Soldier.
absolutely
Yes.
fun.
That's for
Fuck
my money.
yeah.
It's Universal Soldier.
That's a
I
great
don't
one
know,
too.
man.
I love that one.
I don't know. What about the fucking Oats guy movie?
Oats guy.
Yeah, Quaker Oats guy.
Quaker Oats guy.
Oh shit! Hard Target.
Yeah.
Oh, Hard Target
fucking
is
Target.
fucking amazing.
I knew one of you had to
Yeah,
get the
there you
fucking
Yeah.
Quaker Oats
He-
shit.
Yeah, again,
He did the Quaker Oats. You
Yeah.
remember?
he
You're right.
punched a python in the fucking face.
Yeah, and only knocked it out just so he could get it to bite someone later.
And the most epic mullet known to scream.
What about
Fuck
what about
yes.
when he's riding the motorcycle by standing on it?
cinema
I mean,
greatness?
dude. The most ridiculous movie ever,
Dude,
but you
Lance-
love every minute of
Yeah,
it.
Lance Henriksen was a great villain in that movie.
Well, I like Lance Henriksen.
I love Lance
He's great in
Henriksen.
all the movies. I don't put him up in that high category, but he's always good at what he does.
Yeah, he's
You
one of
know?
those guys where no matter how bad the movie is, you know he's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the guy who played Bishop. And
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about this. Tommy Lee Jones is another guy that I never thought of him as like he was a good actor, but I never thought of him as like this blend in guy till like No Country for Old Men. You believed him as
Same
this fucking thing.
role
Yeah.
he did in
Yeah.
Fugitive.
No, not even fucking
You
close.
don't think so?
No, Fugitive,
Not
he's
at
this
all.
gung ho fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's this
He's
laid back,
this
relaxed,
aging cop,
yeah,
you know?
falling out of fucking
Yeah.
the
Yeah, because
world.
he got done tired of fucking chasing people
Harrison
across-
Ford?
Yes.
He's like,
This is his
there's
rep-
no one-armed guy, dummy.
He goes to fucking Texas or whatever to fucking chill out because he's tired of the big city shit.
Okay,
That's just a continuation.
Maybe
of his
he's the
career.
same guy.
That's what I'm saying.
But
It's the same
which is
guy.
weird because The Fugitive happens in the 90s and this is like 1980. But whatever.
It's how it happens.
He and Jean-Claude teamed up and got time
copped him. But yeah, those are all great suggestions. Again, get a chance, check out Hard Target. Fantastic.
Yeah,
fucking great movie.
And
fucking love
like and follow us on social media and shit, guys. It'll help us out a lot.
Yeah.
Leave comments.
Don't forget to
Email us
email.
if you want to
Yeah.
fucking want to be on the show.
Yeah, let us know. We'd really like to have someone join
We'll
us. It's a lot of
interview
fun.
you, and I'll make fun of your shirt selection.
Or the way you smell.
Tim does smell funny.
See?
He smells like
Yep, we get it
boiling
all the time
garbage.
There you go.
Boiling garbage.
And Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Why Brussels sprouts?
Why not?
They end up in the garbage too.
Oh my God, Kevin. Jesus fucking Christ.
Kevin, you are literally the fucking worst. Goodbye, everybody. I'm sorry you had to hear that last fucking bit.